Chapter 2. Globe, Latitudes and Longitudes. We know that the Earth is a spherical body which is slightly flattened at the poles, and because of its peculiar shape it is called geoid. Its circumference is about 40,000 kilometers and diameter is 12,756 kilometers across the equator. It is difficult to grasp the size of the Earth and then to explain its many features. The model showing the accurate shape of the Earth is called the globe. It is a true model, mini form, of the Earth because it is three-dimensional. The globe is a hollow sphere on which the whole world, land and oceans, is printed. You can see that a needle is fixed through the globe in a tilted manner, that is called its axis. The globe can move around this needle from the west, that represents Earth's movement. The 2 points on the globe through which the needle passes indicate 2 poles. The upper part is called the North Pole and the lower part refers to the South Pole. Latitudes and longitudes. When you look at a globe or the world map, you will see a few lines drawn on it vertically and horizontally. The horizontal lines on the globe are called parallels of latitude. They are drawn east to west. The vertical lines on the globe are called meridians of longitude, and these lines are drawn north to south. Latitudes. These imaginary lines show the angular distance north or south of the equator. The latitude of the equator is supposed to be 0 degrees, while that of the North Pole is 90 degrees north and that of the South Pole is 90 degrees south. There are 90 lines on both north and south latitude. Equator is the most important parallel of latitude. Besides the Tropic of Cancer, situated 23.5 degrees north in the northern hemisphere, and the Tropic of Capricorn, situated 23.5 degrees south in the southern hemisphere, are also significant. The Tropic of Cancer passes midway through India, as you can see in the map of India. Importance of latitudes. The lines of latitudes are important because through them we can get an idea about the temperature of a place. We also can find out the distance of a place from the equator. They also help us to find out the exact location of a place. Longitudes. Longitudes are the angular distance of a place east or west of the prime meridian. Greenwich in England is the prime meridian, and counting of meridians start from there. The value of Greenwich is 0 degrees latitude. In all, there are 360 longitudes, drawn through the equator at equal distance of 1 degree, each denoted by E or W according to their direction from the equator. Importance of longitudes. Longitudes help us calculate the exact local time of place. They also help us locating a place according to time difference. Maps. Globes have their own limitations as they cannot be carried everywhere, and small places like a town or village cannot be located on them. So we need maps for this purpose. On the map, we can see every geographical information of a particular place: road, railway line, pond, colonies, etc. Types of maps. Maps are of different types and purposes, showing different information of a place. Political maps. Political maps show the boundaries between different countries and the boundaries of different administrative units within a country. Physical maps. Physical maps show a particular physical feature of the Earth, weather conditions, vegetation, industries, climatic zones like mountains, hills, plateaus, plains, peaks, valleys, rivers, oceans, etc. Thematic maps. Thematic maps show specific type of information, such as roads, railway, air route, population distribution, elements of climatic conditions, etc. The main components of a map are: 1. Directions. We can easily find of a direction by seeing the rising sun because sun rises in the east. Likewise, on the maps the directions are marked with the help of arrows, drawn usually on the right-hand margin of the map. Usually, north direction is always marked on any type of map. With the help of that we can easily know about the other directions. North, south, east and west are called cardinal directions, and the directions in between these cardinal directions are called intermediary directions like northeast, southeast, southwest and northwest. 2. Distances. A map is a reorientation of a portion of the Earth's surface on a reduced size of paper. For knowing the exact distance of the Earth's surface, we use scale on a map. On a map, we can show 1 kilometer by 1 centimeter scale. So, if we have a 20 centimeter distance between the 2 points on a map, we understand that originally it is 20 kilometers on the Earth's surface. Scales on the map are also given by a statement and representative fraction. 3. Symbols. As maps are representation of a big area of place, so it is not always possible to show the actual shape and size of different features of certain things such as of buildings, dams, parks, airports, railway stations, bus stands, restaurants, hospitals and hotels, etc. So we use symbols to represent these features. The use of symbols makes the map more understandable with accuracy. A few symbols are used all over the world with a common agreement known as conventional symbols. Colors are also very important in making maps. They show certain physical features. For example, oceans and rivers are shown in blue color, plains in green color, uplands in yellow and mountains in brown color. Plans. When we have to show a small place in great detail, we use a plan for that. A plan is an outline drawing of a small area like a shopping mall, a house, a theater or a school. A plan is always drawn according to scale. The scale used in a plan is different from a very small area, therefore it is drawn on a large scale. Sketches. Sketches, unlike plans, convey only a rough idea about a place or area. No scales are used to draw sketches. The sketches, though do not follow a perfect scale, are rough diagrams to understand the location and information about an area. Sketches can be drawn more easily and quickly as it is not drawn to scale and does not show all the details of the place showed in it. But it shows all the important landmarks and proper order of the roads and streets. Studying a map. The map is drawn to give an accurate idea of the distances, directions and other features, unlike the sketches. A map is rather more convenient to follow as it has correct directions and dimensions. As the north direction is generally marked on it, or if in case no direction is marked, then also we can get the north direction because maps are drawn showing north on its tip. At the bottom of the map, scales and symbols are given for the convenience of understanding. Colors are also given on a map for the sake of understanding features of the place shown in the map.